Saw dude whip dab. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I'm making a video, because it's sort of, I always end up in the same predicament after I've made like 6 or 7 videos and I've like posted them on something, because after I've done that it'll take like a month or 2, sometimes even like negative 5 seconds, and I look back at it and I'm like, boy, what is why? Why? I don't know. I feel like this and like everything I've done up till now has been extremely terrible, and I've taken myself extremely seriously, and I've acted like there's people actually watching. But yeah, I don't know. It's more or less like, hey, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna do it for fun, except I'm gonna take myself extremely seriously, and everyone's gonna like me when you do that, right? No, not really. No one likes it when you do that. I've never liked really making, I don't know, like scripted videos, which is what I actually did for my first few videos, which you probably couldn't tell because they were absolutely terrible. They weren't even really scripts, they were like little outlines that I would do and just make videos off of those. It was kind of terrible. It was not presentable, and I don't know why I in fact let those be presentable, because they're kind of really bad. This is what like separates YouTubers who want to do something more and YouTubers who are just sort of think they want to do something but then realize it's not really for them. Because I can spout off 6 or 7 videos, but then I'm sort of burnt out and I don't want to edit, even though it's the most lazy fucking editing you could possibly do. I don't want to edit. I don't want to make my screen shake for 2 seconds. The effort is obviously out of this world for me to do that. And then I look at channels who are doing this insane, crazy background flipping super explosions, and I'm just like, boy, I can't even take the time to sit down and layer audio upon gameplay. I do not know how you take the time to do this. I've never really found myself dedicated to anything at all, actually, because I burn myself out within like the first week. I'm sort of doing it maybe for a week. This is probably the longest channel of mine has lasted, other than my first one, which was kind of terrible, so let's not talk about that one. But other than that, I've always tried to do something new, and by like switching channels or trying to make a new one and restarting, and then I'd go all out, you know, balls to the walls. When I start up, you know, going crazy, getting my backgrounds, my social medias, realizing it's probably the stupidest thing I could possibly do. But let's be real here. 90% of people who do YouTube quit because 1, they don't want to give the time to do it, and 2, they don't actually enjoy it. They just want to get famous, and that's sort of just how YouTube is. But the ones who do succeed, and the ones who do extremely well, are the ones who will take the time to make videos, and are the ones who take the time to spout out some sort of shit. Actually, it doesn't even matter, as long as they're spouting it out consistently. At some point, they'll be noticed. And that's the thing about YouTube that I would never have the ability to get into or care about, and that is the fact that consistency is something that people actually care about. Like, I can be consistent for 4 days and we done after that, alright? I think I've had my fill of caring about any of that. I don't know. I tried to take this extremely seriously with my half-baked Leafy-esque gameplay in the background and my terrible pyrocynical thumbnails. I don't even know what the thumbnail for this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be worse than any of that, but I just feel that this is not something that I would probably do well at, or I don't know how YouTubers do it. I feel like you'd have to really enjoy this or have a sense for something like this to want to do it, because in hindsight everyone wants to do this, but not many people can get it that far off the ground. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any more on this channel. I think I might be, because a lot of my friends are wanting to do some more with me. I don't really know, but I might do some more with Devcast. That was sort of the only video on this channel that I was fine with, at least. It was okay, but you know, I think if I just keep doing what I'm doing, or maybe coming out with videos, which I don't know what it would be about, because we have a plethora of news channels, we have a plethora of, I don't know, what do you call them, bully channels, we got a plethora of spam and shit posting channels, we got a plethora of, we have we have everything basically. We're not there's no real room for me to try out something new. I'm not that creative or on coming up with ideas for anything. I don't know, I've always sort of piggy banked off of other people's ideas. I mean, I guess that's what YouTube is, considering the fact that there's 10 million YouTube channels who all do the same thing and all end up getting the same fame or getting fame that's insanely well. But that's not even what I'm looking for. I guess I just sort of, I don't know. When I make a video, I want to have fun with it. I don't want to be stressed about like caring or taking myself extremely serious or taking myself with the utmost importance. But I don't know. I really wish I could make something that people cared about and people wanted to watch. And if I ever come up with that idea, I promise I will make another video on it. But for now, I actually have no idea what I'm gonna do. I mean, I've given myself a good 5-month gap to think about any of this, but I haven't because procrastination. And I don't know if I care anymore to make videos. I know that sounds terrible, but I enjoyed doing this in the time that I did it. But for me, it just felt like a hassle, and I know I'm lazy, but it just felt like a pain to make videos, and that's not what I want YouTube to be. Maybe it's time for me to move on forward and jump off my bandwagon and go with content that is new. I mean, I know that's a hard thing to get off the ground, a new concept. Maybe if I find something I'm interested in and I can keep a consistent formula, maybe I'll come back if I figure something out. The likelihood of that being very low. So yeah, if you're still here, I am terribly confused because this was an extremely boring little commentary I did here. But you know what? Thanks a lot. I'll see ya if there is a next time. Adios.